While at my alma mater recently teaching a broadcasting class and helping out with the annual Pepperdine Gives Day, I met a remarkable student who is a living example of a purpose-driven life.
Open your eyes, your prize is right before you somehow. Whatever you do, just don't miss now.
Josh Elizondo could have given up. He had no parents, no hope, just one foster home after the next. But instead of calling it quits, he discovered his divine calling.
The easiest way to describe my childhood is to say it was a roller coaster. That experience was very difficult to cope with because of the change in friend sets, the change in schools, the change in just everything to do with my life. Sometimes I was at one placement for only a day. Other times I had some stability, but then was removed. I had Child Protective Services involved in my life for as long as I can remember. And when I entered the foster care system, I was bounced from placement to placement until emancipation.
Josh discovered Romans 8:28. Through faith and perseverance, God does work all things together for good.
Now looking back at it, though, I've been able to really use that experience to excel in some of the things I do currently. I just decided to apply to Pepperdine, and I didn't think I was going to get in, let alone if I got in that I could afford it.
But God did make a way to pay for Pepperdine through its Horizon Scholarship Program for foster students.
Woohoo! We're on a roll!
Think of God as piecing all of the pieces of Josh's life together for good, like embers of a fire that reignited his faith.
I think I found my way back to God coming to Pepperdine. In foster care it was definitely challenging, and like trying to understand like why I was going through some of the things that I was going through. And in my early adulthood, I had some other challenges just facing coming out of the foster care system on my own and supporting myself. So really engaging with my faith and finding my way back to the Lord was definitely something that helped me.
So now when Josh reflects on his life, he sees all the building blocks of success provided by God.
There's a purpose to everything because it made me stronger as a person. And bouncing from home to home, I learned how to network, and I learned how to get along with people that I probably wouldn't have necessarily engaged with in the first place. And so as an adult, that has greatly benefited me in being able to click with people who are so diverse and so different from myself that I'm able to be friends with them on a moment's instance and be able to accomplish things that sometimes people wouldn't be able to have the chance to do if they didn't have that experience. So look at some of the things that you went through as an asset. I know it's not as easy as that when you're in it, but afterwards it's definitely made me years ahead of some of my peers, I think.
What could have been a life of regret is now one filled with hope.
I am just grateful for the experiences that I've had, and I've been able to accomplish everything that I set out to, so it's definitely makes me proud.
Whatever you do, just don't miss now.